Big changes to California solar credits are coming, and that could mean thousands of dollars if you wait to invest in solar. So joining us now to answer all of our questions about solar is Stephen Sager of SunPower by Quality Home Services. So I keep hearing changes to solar credits in California. What does that mean? What changes are coming?
Big changes.
Okay.
Ultimately, on April 15th, the state has essentially said that they're going to allow the utility companies to decrease the amount of credits that your solar will count into your account for what you send the utility company in solar power.
Okay, so what does that, I have solar, I'm not exactly sure how it works. It's very confusing land, I feel like. So when we're talking about credits, is that credits for buying solar panels, or is that credits for having solar on your home and using that energy?
It's credits for what you send to the utility company and how they credit your account.
Got it, got it. So I have solar panels on my house. I make energy because I have those. I send that to the utility company,
Yes.
and they give me a credit. And now those credits are changing.
Yes.
How much are they changing?
Some studies have it up to 75% of a decrease.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So how would I translate that into compared to what we might be getting now? What's the comparison?
Well, you're safe because you already have solar.
Okay.
So you're grandfathered on the current net metering program.
Right.
There actually is about 105 days left from when it was voted on to when it takes effect to where people can have their application submitted to be grandfathered on the current net metering program and take advantage of the full value of credits. The system doesn't have to necessarily be installed by April 15th. So we have a huge rush of people coming in, getting in line to make sure that they get the full value for their credits, because once April 15th hits, that is going to change drastically.
So we're talking about NEM 2.0 versus NEM 3.0, which will be in, what date did you say?
April 15th.
April 15th. We need to remind everybody, April 15th. So to be grandfathered in, how does that process work? I already have solar. I know nothing about it, but you're telling me that I'm grandfathered in. If I don't have solar, what do I need to do to make sure that I'm a part of that NEM 2.0?
So I'd recommend everybody calls the number on the screen and goes to sunpowerbyqhs.com so they can set up a consultation with somebody, go over what system design they need for their home, and then once we have that, we can submit applications on their behalf to get them in before the April 15th deadline.
Okay, so that's something that you can do on their behalf. And, you know, I'm sure that you guys are a popular company regardless, but I'm sure that there is a long line of people that want solar. So if people are watching, what's your advice to them right now?
From the time that the vote happened on December 15th, it has been just all out, not pandemonium, but people have been calling a lot more than usual. The list is getting very long. Don't be at the end of the line. You want to be towards the front of that line to ensure that you get full credits for your power.
So if people are out there and they've said, okay, 2023 is the year that I'm going to get solar on my house. Now is a good time. Maybe you should do that before that time.
Yes.
What is that process like? If people are still hesitant, they don't really know that much about it, what is the process like from start to finish, you're getting solar into your home?
Well, it's a little different now that we're bumping up the interconnection part earlier in the process so people can take advantage of the credits.
Yes.
And the line is so long, not everybody's going to be installed by that deadline.
Right.
So we're kind of moving around and restructuring some things a little bit in our general process.
Okay.
Overall, to look into solar and to get a system designed and moving forward, it takes about 30 to 45 minutes of an in-home consultation.
Okay.
We design your system for you, and once everything's ready to go, we can put together the application and get them in.
How about I know that there have been people who they were solar from the get-go. You know, I'm put solar in my house 10 years ago maybe. What's their position like now? Do you think that it would behoove them to get another consultation or to have somebody look at their system? Because I feel like at my house the solar system is so old that we're not getting enough power.
So if you're considering adding on, you definitely want to make that decision before the deadline as well, because anything you add on after it goes to 3.0, PG&E is going to roll you into 3.0.
For the whole thing?
Correct, for the whole thing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad that we talked about that. So right now, if people are calling, they're getting their ducks in a row, they want to call SunPower. What's sort of the wait time? When do you guys get out there? I know that, you know, you're in high demand.
Yes, so demand in this entire year has never been this high.
Yeah.
From the time that the original decision came out to the time they voted on it, it has been a record-breaking year nationwide for solar.
Okay.
So right now, the line's probably the longest it's been. As far as going solar from start to finish, you're probably looking at a 2 to 4 month period, depending on what your project's going to take.
Okay, but you know, SunPower came to us with the information that we need to get solar on our homes before this big changes come. So you guys they're very motivated to help people get in before these changes come on, what is the date?
April 15th.
April 15th. Okay, Stephen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
This
for
is all
having me,
great information coming up here on Central Valley Today. Maybe for the new year, you're looking for a new place. Legacy Real Estate can get you settled in the perfect location. We'll be right back.